Good morning everyone, especially STEM students. Our topic for today is all about application of system of nonlinear equation. So let's start. System of nonlinear equations can be used to model and solve many applications. So we will look at an everyday geometric situation as our example. So let's have this one. The screen size of television is given in inches. So this indicates the length of the diagonal. So pag sinabi nating 40 inches, hindi yun yung haba o yung lapad niya. Yun ay yung measure ng diagonal ng TV. Okay, so screen of the same size can come in different shapes. So widescreen TV usually have a screen aspect ratio of 16:9. Ito yung makabago. So, indicating the ratio of the width to the height. So, yung width, yung lapad, at yung height, yung taas. So, kung mapapansin, yung TV natin, sa mga panahon ngayon, ay medyo rectangular siya. So, mahaba siya, tapos, medyo mababa lang yung, yung height niya. Next, sabi dito, older TV, kung naabutan nyo yung lumang TV, medyo para siyang square. Kasi yung ratio ng width sa height niya is 4:3. Kung hindi pa kayo nakakita nun, kami kasi inabot namin yan. So, ito yung itsura ng lumang TV. So, kung mapapansin, medyo parang malapit na siyang maging square kasi yung ratio nito, yung width sa height is 4/3. Okay? Next, ito yung makabagong TV. Kung mapapansin, mas malapad siya and rectangular siya. Okay? So, halatang-halata na rectangle. Kumpara dito, medyo malapit na siyang maging square. Okay, see the difference? Ito may aspect na ratio na 4:3. Ito naman ay may aspect ratio na 16/9. Okay? So, again, pag sinabi natin 32 inches, hindi yun yung lapad, no? So, yung 32 inches, yung diagonal ng inyong TV. So, let's have some example. A 40-inch LED TV has screen aspect ratio of 16:9. Find the length and the width of the screen. So imagine, yan lang yung given, hahanapin natin yung length ng screen. Okay, so paano ba natin gagawin to? Kapag geometry yung ating mga sinasagutan, so kailangan na meron tayong illustration. Medyo mahihirapan tayo kung wala tayong illustration dito. So imagine, so we have a TV. Okay, yung medyo makabago. Medyo pa square, rectangle na siya. So, ano nasabi dun? 40-inch LED TV. So, kung natin diagonal, ang measure niyan ay 40 inches. So, yung length and width, yung ating length, at saka yung width, ito yun. Or yung natawag nating dimensions. Next. Ang given pa dun is yung ratio daw, yung aspect ratio nung length and width is 16:9 or 16/9. So, ito siya. Length over width, L/W is equal to 16/9. Mas mahaba yung length sa width. Next, isang equation lang meron tayo. So, isang equation lang, natin masosolve yan. Nakuha? So, ano kailangan natin gawin? Hanap pa tayo ng isa pang equation. Now, notice, yung ating TV ay makaka-form ng isang right triangle. Itong kulay pula. At kung right triangle yan, pwede natin gamitan ng very good, Pythagorean theorem. So, ano ba yung Pythagorean theorem? A squared plus B squared equals to C squared. Okay? So, we have W squared plus L squared equals to 40 squared. Okay? So, meron tayong dalawang equation. Isang circle, W squared plus L squared equals to 40 squared. Or simply, pag ginawa natin X and Y yan, X squared plus Y squared equals to 40 squared. So, kung papansin nyo, sir, di ba circle yon? So, ano kayang connection nung right triangle sa circle? So, gagawin natin yan, don't worry. Pag nandun na tayo sa trigonometry. Okay? So, yung circle sa yung triangle ay magko-combine. So, meron tayong dalawang equation. Pwede natin ma-solve dyan yung length and width. So, let's go. we have L over W equals to 16 over 9 and W squared plus L squared equals to 40 squared. So, ang gagawin natin, solve natin yung L by multiplying W. So, hindi tayo cross-multiply ang gagawin natin. Kasi kung magka-cross-multiply tayo, di-divide din natin by 9. Nakuha? Para ma-solve yung L. So, yung W na lang yung multiply natin din. So, this becomes 16 times W over 9. Or pwede rin 16 over 9 times W. Now, meron tayong value ng L. Sa atin isa-substitute dun sa second equation natin. So, we have W squared plus yung L natin, papalitan natin ng 16W over 9 raised to 2 equals to 1,600. Ito yung 40 squared. So, yung L lang yung pinalitan natin at naka-squared pa din siya. Okay? So, hindi naman L squared yung ipinalit natin. Simplify natin. We have 16W squared is 256W squared all over 81. 9 squared is 81. Lipat natin yung 16. Then, multiply natin by 81 lahat para magkamukha ng denominator. And yun yung goal natin. So, since magkamukha na silang denominator, copy the numerator and then gawin natin 0 yung denominator. Kung i-cross multiply natin, 0 lang din yan. So, magiging 81W squared plus 256W squared minus 129,600. So, bring down lang to. 81 times 16 is 129,600. Now, combine similar terms. Pwedeng pagsamahin itong dalawa kasi paras W squared yan. Magiging 337W squared equals to lipat sa kabila 129,600. So, dito tayo ito. Divide natin both side by 337. Now, pwede na kayong gumamit dito ng calculator na kung saan yung kusang siyang nagsisimplify. Wala nang problema doon. Okay? Now, square root both side natin. So, makukuha natin sagot, dalawa. Positive or negative square root of 129,600 over 337. Now, yung 129,600, ang square root niyan is 360. All over square root of 337. Kasi hindi naman siya perfect square. So, plus and minus pa din. Now, ang kukunin lang natin is yung positive. Sir, bakit positive lang? Asan yung negative? Meron ba kayong nakitang length na negative? Kasi, ito ay length and width ng screen. So, wala naman tayong measurement na negative. Okay? So, pag tinanong ko ba kayo, gaano kalapad yung TV nyo? Sir, negative 5 inches po. Wala naman ganun. So, kunin natin yung positive. Next. Sabi nyo sa akin, sir, may radical sa denominator, di ba? Hindi pa yung nakasimplify. Gaya na sinasabi nyo sa amin nung kami ay nasa grade 10 pa lang. Yes. So, rationalize pa natin. So, paano ba mag-rationalize? Multiply natin sa kung ano yung denominator. Square root of 337 sa taas and square root of 337 sa baba. So, kasi equal lang yan sa 1. Pwede yung i-cancel, equal lang yan sa 1. So, wala tayong binabago. Nagsisimplify lang po tayo. So, ang tendency magiging 360 square root of 337 all over 337 magiging squared yan ay nasa loob siya ng square root. So, tanggal lang yung square root. So, magiging 337. Or simply, 19.61 inches. So, ito yung value ng ating width. So, width pa lang yan. Ano naman yung length? So, saan natin ipapalit yung length? Okay, burahin muna natin to. Tandaan na yung length natin is equals to 16W over 9 or 16 over 9 times W. So, isa lang yan. Kasi itong W may over 1. So, pag multiply natin, balik lang tayo sa 16W all over 9. So, now, pwede natin substitute yung W na may value na 360 square root of 337 all over 337. So, like this. Now, simplify natin. Yung 360 divided by 9 ay 40 times 16 is 640 square root of 337 all over 337. And we're done. So, yung positive lang yung kukuhanin natin. So, again, walang side na negative. Or simply 34.86 inches. And we're done. Therefore, a 40-inch TV set with aspect ratio of 16:9 is 360 square root of 337 all over 337 inches and 640 square root of 337 all over 337 inches high. Okay, dokes, and we're done. Now, let's proceed to example number 2. From a circular piece of metal sheet with diameter 10 cm, a rectangular piece with perimeter 28 is to be cut. Find the dimensions of the rectangular piece. Now, ang tanong, geometry na naman to, so kailangan natin ng illustration. So, sabi dito, circular piece of sheet of metal. So, drawing tayo ng circle. Grade 11 na tayo, so madali tayo mag-drawing ng circle. Okay? Next. Sabi dun, kailangan nating gumupit ng rectangular piece ng metal. Ang rectangular piece dun sa bilog. So, rectangle, syempre, kailangan nating makover lahat. Yun ang gagawin natin. Like this. Yun. So, yung ating tanong dito, find the dimensions of the rectangular piece. Another given is yung diameter ng circle. Ang tanong, sa atin lalagyan yung diameter ng circle. Pag ganito ba? Or, para mas maganda, i-connect natin dun sa diagonal ng rectangle. Kasi diameter din naman siya. Okay? So, ito yung length and width. And then, kunin natin yung diameter. Okay? So, pag sinabing dimensions kasi, hinahanap natin is length and width. So, yung diameter, ilagay na natin dun sa magagamit natin. So, ilagay natin sa may diagonal. Okay? So, diameter pa rin naman siya. Ano yung sukat niyan? 10. So, meron na naman tayong right triangle. So, meron na tayong unang equation. Okay? Unang equation natin, L squared plus W squared equals to 10 squared. So, length and width, Pythagorean theorem agad magagamit natin. Next. Ano yung pangalawang equation natin? Wala na. Doon ngayon papasok yung perimeter ng rectangular piece na 28 cm. Okay, so tingnan natin yung ating equation, yung ating given. Nagamit na natin yung 10, okay? Yung 20 hindi pa natin nagagamit, so baka magamit natin sa pangalawang equation. So ang sabi doon, yung perimeter daw nitong rectangle na to ay 28 cm. Paano nga ba yung perimeter? Ang perimeter kasi is equals to 2L plus 2W. Binigay na yung perimeter na 28. Palitan natin. Since divisible lahat yan by 2, simplify pa natin. So, 14 equals to L plus W. So, familiar na sa atin to. Isang circle at isang linya. So, ito ay system of nonlinear equation. Okay, so madali nang makompute yan. Alam ko kung paano nyo kakompute yan. So, let's go. So, ito yung equation natin. Ito yung pangalawa. Ang gawin natin, solve natin yung L. So, yung W minus W both sides, so magiging 14 minus W equals to L. Next, palit natin dun sa unang equation. Like this. Square natin. So, madali nang mag-square. Nung una pa lang, nagagawa na natin yan. Square yung first. 2 times the product of these two. 14 saka negative W. And then, square nung last. So, magiging 196 minus 28W plus W squared plus W squared equals to 100. Yung 10 squared is 100. Okay, so kung medyo nalito ka dito sa pag-expand, pwede mo naman gamitan ng FOIL method. 14 minus W times 14 minus W. Okay, multiply mo sa sarili niya ng dalawang beses. So, let's proceed. Simplify na natin. So, 2W squared, unahin ko lang to. Minus 28W, bring down. And then, 100 minus 100 both side, magiging 196 minus 100 will give us 96. Next, divide by 2 lahat kasi puro yan even. Pwedeng divide sa 2. Magiging W squared minus 14W plus 48. Try muna nating i-factor bago tayo gumamit ng quadratic formula. Baka kasi factorable siya. And factorable siya. So, we have W minus 6 times W minus 8. Solving for W, W minus 6 equals to 0 and W minus 8 equals to 0 will give us W equals to 6 and W equals to 8. So, parehas na possible na yung width is 8 and 6. Okay? Possible na 6 and 8. So, depende sa orientation. So, kung nakahiga siya, yun yung mahaba yung width. Kung nakapatayo siya, yun yung maiksi yung width. Okay? Now, paano natin solve yung length? Napakita ko na. So, dito. So, ang length daw is 14 minus W. Kung ang W natin ay 6, 14 minus 6, yung L natin ay 8. Paano naman kung yung W natin ay 8? So, 14 minus 8 is L is equals to 6. So, we have two possible answer. W ay 6, length is 8. W ay 8, length is 6. But again, yung concern natin is just the dimension. So, pwede naman parehas. So, therefore, the dimension of a rectangular piece is 6 cm by 8 cm. And we're done. Now, let's proceed to example number 3. The difference of the square of two numbers is negative 20, and the sum of the numbers is 10. Find the numbers. We have the solution. Sabi doon, the difference of the squares of two numbers is 20. So, ibig sabihin, kung yung number natin ay hindi natin alam, since dalawa yan, gagamit tayo ng x and y para sa dalawang unknown number. So, hindi natin alam kung ano yung dalawang number na yun. Pag sinabi nating square, so kailangan naka-squared yan. So, meron tayong x squared minus y squared, yung difference of two square, equals to negative 20. Ito yung unang sentence. The difference of the squares of two numbers is negative 20. Ito yung dalawang number natin. So, lumalabas na mas mataas yung y kumpara kay x. Okay? Kasi nag-negative yung sagot. Next, the sum of the numbers is 10. So, madali yan. The sum. So, x plus y is equals to 10. Now, pwede natin gamitin yung ating formal way kung paano mag-compute nito. Solve mo yung y, lipat mo yung x sa kabila, substitute mo doon, makuha ka ng value ng y, and then masosolve mo na yung x and y. Nakuha? Pero, since lagi natin yung ginagawa, medyo familiar na sa atin, gamit tayo ng ibang method para siya computein. Kung mapapansin nyo, yung x squared minus y squared, factorable siya. Okay, ito ay x plus y times x minus y. So, ulitin ko lang, since nagagawa na natin yung conventional way kung paano mag-compute ng mga ganitong equation, medyo lumihis tayo ng bahagya. Gamit tayo ng medyo shortcut ng bahagya. Okay? So, factorable siya. Factor natin. X plus y times x minus y equals to negative 20. So, ito yung x squared minus y squared. Next, yung x plus y, nakikita ko to. Ito yun. Equal yan sa 10. So, pwede ipalit dun. So, yung x plus y, palit natin ng 10. Okay? So, divide by 10 both sides. X minus y equals to negative 2. Now, meron tayong dalawang equation na madaling i-compute. System of linear equation lang to. We have x plus y equals to 10 and x minus y equals to negative 2. By elimination, add natin to. 2x equals to positive 8. Eliminate yung y. Therefore, x is equals to positive 4. So, meron na agad tayong value ng x. Yung y natin, palit natin. So, x plus y equals to 10. So, yung x pattern ng 4 plus y equals to 10. So, this simply, y is equals to positive 6. Okay? Now, isa-check natin. Baka pwede rin yung negative. Check muna natin yung ating sagot. X plus y is equals to 10. So, 4 plus 6 equals to 10. Tama. 16. 4 squared is 16 minus 6 squared is 36. 16 minus 36 is negative 20. That's correct. Pwede ba yung negative? Sa una, pwede yung negative. Negative 4 squared is 16 din. Minus negative 6 squared is positive 36. Negative 20 pa din. Pero, negative 4 plus negative 6 is negative 10. So, doon siya magpe-fail. So, meaning, our answer is just x equals to 4 and y is equals to 6. And we're done.